Welcome, this is the Cardiff Transport Preservation Group based here at Barry in South Wales. We have numerous buses here, totaling about 40 between two depots. One up here in what we call Top Depot at Broad Street in Barry. And we have another one which is down the docks, which is for buses that are a lot of them need to be worked on, so they're not quite as in good condition as what we would like them to be. So they're down there waiting for work to be done. We've been here at Barry, I think it's around about 2009 we came in here, maybe a little bit earlier. We do lots of buses, some of them are very much local buses which we have here, and they were in service around Barry area, Cardiff. Our aim with the group is to put them back into running order. Well, of course, we've got very many of them here, so that's taken a long time for some of them. So we could start from a basic bus which has been 40 odd years within a barn. They come and be cleaned up, and then once they get cleaned up, then they need to be pulled apart right the way down to the frames generally, so that all the electrical wiring can be checked, all the metal work can be all checked, because a lot of it would be rusty and it wouldn't be able to stand anything. So we've got a lot to do with the buses to start off. Tyres etc. have to be found, brand new ones. Of course, plenty of lorry tyres and you can find, so finding sourcing tyres like that is not so bad. Brakes, on the other hand, is a different ball game. Lighting, because the buses are so old, modern day lighting is not good enough. It's quite an interesting thing to do, because I've never done upholstery before until I came here to the group, so I've learned to do that. So there we are. There's always, as time goes by, you learn new tricks. So there we are. I'm quite happy.
The vehicle we see here is the pride of the fleet at the moment. It was new to Western Welsh, a large local bus operator in South Wales, new in 1946-47, built by Leyland Motors, and it is a Leyland PS1. The body is by Eastern Coachworks, new at the same time, 1946-47, and Western Welsh bought 80 of these as replacements for older redundant vehicles from the 1930s. It did 12 years, which is the normal time for a bus of this type with Western Welsh, 12 years service at Bridgend Depot, and became something of a celebrity, being the last one to survive. Well, here we have two contrasting buses, built 20 years apart, roughly. The first, the red one, is a Guy Arab Mark III, and it was new to Red and White Motor Services in 1949. The body was built by Dupel and built to a low height, overall height of 13 feet 5 inches, which makes it suitable for most low bridges in Britain on major roads. The seating configuration upstairs is 4 abreast, which was always the case with a low bridge bus, due to the rear axle needing a lot of room inside the bus for passenger accommodation. So to make the bus smaller, they adopted a side sunken gangway upstairs, so it brought the overall height down a foot from a normal bus. The bus next to it, 20 years later, is an AEC Regent Mark V. And it's the last AEC Regent Mark V built for the British mainland, and it was new to Pontypridd Urban District Council. You can see that this bus is a little different to the one we just looked at, it being a full height double-decker, 14 feet 4 inches high approximately, and it's now got a front entrance as opposed to the red bus, which was a rear entrance bus. This one has normal seating configuration upstairs because it's a hybrid bus, so it doesn't matter about the rear axle, etc. The chassis built by AEC in Southall in Middlesex, and the body built by Willowbrook of Loughborough. It's another prized possession of ours. It's been in preservation for some years, but it only came to us about 8 years ago. The other red bus, it has a private owner at the moment, and he comes here regularly from his home near London to tinker with the bus and to drive it around at our various rallies.
I do come down semi-regularly. I can't come down every week, unfortunately, but when I do come down, I really enjoy volunteering with the group. It's a really good group of people, and I learn a lot from people with experience in maintenance and painting of the vehicles. We each get given a vehicle to work on, and it becomes our pet bus in quotes. You're sitting on mine. It's a Mark 1 Leyland Lynx, fleet number 258. It used to run with Cardiff bus and finished its working life in the training fleet. This is the second or third vehicle I've been given to work on. The first was a Daimler Fleet Line, but this is my favourite vehicle in the whole museum. It's great volunteering on it. I mean, as I'm not mechanically minded, a lot of the stuff we do is a lot of stuff I do is painting. So for example, these poles here, we've painted the poles, we sprayed the poles, me and my friends, painting the skirts around the inside of the bus, as well as general cleaning. We hope to get this vehicle, touch wood, on the road this year. It's not a one-man effort, and there are two other people that are working on very hard on this in terms of painting, and that's Elwyn and Steve. They're doing a very, very good job on this at the moment. And then there's the mechanics, which I've got to mention as well, like Bob, Martin and Mike, who are very good at the mechanics and have got this bus working properly, because it had a few problems. It wouldn't rise properly, the air suspension was broken, new exhaust parts, and they fixed those. And yeah, it's really good fun. A lot of people like myself, there's Alex and Steve, who also come down and help with the painting. And we come from all walks of life. I work as a web developer. Steve and Alex work as bus drivers. And they come down on the weekend, and we all kind of get together and we have a laugh, because it is a laugh. We get it's very rewarding as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing this on the road. It'll be amazing. I found out about this group through a bus forum about 10 years ago. Alex, who was also a member of this group, was a member of the forum and told me about it. Becoming a volunteer for me just involved meeting him at a rally and then coming down and visiting the depot. At the time they'd only just acquired it, and a lot of the volunteer work involved working on the depot. It's really good fun. I don't know how you became involved. How did you become involved?
Well, I came involved about a year ago, to be truthful. I met up with a fellow friend who's already a member here, and I came down one time, and I quite liked what he was doing on the bus. It was just something simple. He was painting the bumper he was on one of the buses, and I was talking away to him, and I come down the week after, and I wanted to know how I could help to get involved as well. And I spoke to basically I call him the boss, but it's Mike, and he turned around and said that there's an easier way for you to come down to be insured in one respect. To become a member, there's only £20, so I thought, why not? And I come down here now. It's quite an enjoyment for me, even though I don't have many skills myself. Coming down here, it makes me feel like a family, and they're willing to teach me the skills that I don't have for me to acquire, progress on the buses. So a couple of years down the line, I could be doing what they're doing by basically working on the wheels, working underneath the bus, and I get all this information and all this basic tutoring overall from enjoyment.
Yeah. It's exactly that. And I think it's a great group of people. I really enjoy it down here, and the membership fee is nothing. It's like a month's Netflix, pretty much. £20 month to Netflix, and the rally days are great as well for non-members to be able to ride the buses. It's really good. We do one in Barry, we do one in Merthyr, as well as a few others, I think, and it's really good fun taking part in those. And this depot comes alive on these rally days as everyone comes to take the vehicles out. It's really enjoyable, really good, and it's a lot of great people and really, really good fun.
Yeah.
So that's what I think we can do here at the group, is keep these old buses on the road, but we need newer members, because what's happening is that the older people get older and are more unable to do the work, so we need the newer members to come in to train off them. So if you're out there and you can do a little bit of help for us, train up and work keeping these old buses on the road for a lot longer, you're welcome to come down and give us a hand.